Hi guys, good evening. I hope I'm audible to all of you. A very good evening to all of you. Good to have you all here. As the link was created at the last moment, most of you are going to join in few minutes. अब ऐसे बहुत सारे students अभी जल्दी join हो जाएंगे थोड़ी देर के अंदर. I have settled the mics and all everything, and now we'll be talking about the strategy. So first of all, I welcome you all in this batch from various states with various types of backgrounds. Many of you are working, some of you are married, staying in family, some of you are hostelers, some of you are in defense and in different types of jobs. So on behalf of Sahitya Classes, I welcome you all here. A good evening to all, each and everyone. Let's wait for some more students to join the session. Some of you are getting the link now, and still a lot of people still have to get their slips checked. So before they will be added for this. Today's session is orientation session. Whenever we go for a war, exam, some big plan, there is always a briefing that how are we going to proceed, what will be our method, what will be our strategy, what are our targets. हमारे targets क्या है, method क्या है, strategy क्या है, हम किस तरह से चीज़ों को cover करना चाहते हैं, हम इस पे बात करेंगे. And first of all, let me make it very clear to you. Your admissions are for December NET exam, right? But that doesn't mean that we will not complete the syllabus for this exam. We will complete each and everything. Yes, it will be a thing done from my side. We have covered those things. We can cover those things. As the time is less for you, many of you have done really well in the last exam, but with some close margins you have missed. So there will be a strategy for both of you. The students who are already working hard, already have prepared well, could not qualify the last exam because of some small margin. What are the weak areas? What are the weak topics that you must study? Then the students who are going to prepare for a fresh start. For us, our best attempt should be in June. Most probably the last week of the June or the first week of July, they will have the exams. So they have given us the date of 13 June to some 25 June, but that is practically not possible. So we will target this exam. Another exam is a safe thing. It's a plan B. In case we make a mistake, some of us again miss the exam with some small margin, then December will be a guarantee for JRF. Now, first of all, there are certain rules, regulations that you must follow. The content that I'm going to provide you is highly exclusive. Do not share it with others. Do not raise your own competition. You know, everybody knows Shakespeare, everybody knows Chaucer, people know Milton, Matthew Arnold, Samuel Johnson. So you must be thinking, what's different that I am going to teach? Chaucer is a writer for everyone. But how I deal with Chaucer, how I will teach you with linguistic references, how I will talk about the social structure with the depth of the tribals, how I will elaborate complete dark age with multiple references of wars and everything. That's my way. Socio, political, historical, religious, Marxist, feminist grounds. I will be teaching you all these things on this ground. So anybody teaching that writer and I am teaching that writer, there will be a difference. I will bring my University of Delhi standard in those things. So don't share the lectures with anyone. Moreover, your devices will be logged with that app. So if you share that, your admission will be cancelled immediately. Please remember that. Second thing, while the rest of the students, the other people who are going to compete you are going to target British history, we will study in two different streams. We will study in two different patterns. Tomorrow onwards, I will start teaching you literary criticism through videos, through my digital board, having a digital pen in my hand. I will teach each and everything in literary criticism. So when I take the class, sit with pen and paper. If you are not able to watch the live class, this is the flexible class. Again, the link will be available for you. Suppose you are busy somewhere, link will be available to you. You can watch it. Download तो आप नहीं कर पाओगे. You can watch it and make your notes. Now this is very important, exclusive condition. Those videos are highly sensitive. Don't share it with anyone. Moreover, you have to watch that video within 48 hours. 48 hours के अंदर देख लेना. ऐसा ना हो कि हम उसको private कर दें, because we will shift it to private. In case you have genuine issue, we will give it to you again. Don't worry, okay? Now, in podcast lectures, we will be completing your British history with pre-recorded videos. So from one side, the British history will go, podcast lectures, these are the podcast devices, high quality podcast lectures with details, everything. The British history through podcast, through pre-recorded videos, through board videos, you have to cover it from one side because the time is less. So we have to put 200%. Another side, literary criticism. The moment I finish literary criticism, 90% students face problem in literary theory because we come from village backgrounds, we come from small town backgrounds, we come from small colleges, small universities. Nobody normally teaches literary theory in a proper way. This is the problem. Even if people are teaching literary theory, they are using the Western language, means highly mugged up language. So if I have to teach you certain things and I am using a mugged up language, that's technically not going to make you, you are not able to understand that. It's not comprehensible. So my way of teaching literary theory is bringing day-to-day examples and to make you understand what exactly is this. You must have seen some of my free literary theory videos. That's one of my forte. That's like my main power. So after literary criticism, we will switch to regular video classes of literary theory. I must tell you this thing also, that these video classes. There was a strong debate in office. And the chairperson, the boss, he said, you are going to provide video classes to everyone. I said, let me do it. It's okay. He said, your video classes are precious. There should be a different price. They wanted to set it 25,000. I was like, let them qualify. If we make them understand that yes, video classes are there, they feel it, then in future you can go for any fees. Like if you are serving, you can go for a fee. But right now, let me help them. Let me teach them. I have given my promise. So complete literary criticism, complete literary theory. This time there was an easy question. Many students made mistake. Second shift, there was an easy question. Set them in order. New criticism, formalism, structuralism, deconstruction, new historicism. Students got confused. They were not even able to set them in order. Imagine what if there was a in-depth question. So I will prepare you for all those things. The way I have prepared for 9th net. Normally I prepare for my net exam. Each and every topic which needs an explanation. And with me, I don't even need those teleprompters or people who look at the laptop and teach. I teach from here. So easy explanation, fluent explanation, along with these things, your query sessions. We will have your queries. Now, the another most important thing that we are going to do with digital board session is we have to solve previous year's question paper. The biggest mistake, the biggest blunder is, I have seen some people, they have done paper solution. You know what kind of paper solution they have done? They have a board, a question is on the screen. So what is the answer? The answer is A, okay? That's not solution. You can give those A, B, C, D in written format. Solution is help the student to understand the question, help the student to understand what are the confusing factors in the question, that the question must be related to four options, and then make the student understand how to choose that right answer. Why other three answers are not the right answers. So this is my way of paper solving. I take a lot of time in paper solving, but when I will teach you in one question solution, you will get 10 more points. That's my way, right? So with us, you don't have to go for previous year's question papers. That will be prepared here only. That will be prepared in the classes only. Now, the Rajasthan set syllabus. There are 50 plus questions in Rajasthan set which were extremely tough. We have solved those things, prepared those notes. मैंने multiple printouts, ये मेरी टेबल पे पड़े रहते हैं. These question papers, ये मेरी टेबल पे हैं और इसके रिलेटेड कितने printouts निकालने हैं. They are all here. I'm still finally working on it. These are all printouts of Rajasthan set tough questions. So we will talk those things in English in India, English as a language in India, then sandwich technique, contrastive rhetoric technique, ELT, ESP, all of these kind of things. You know, what is CALL, CLT kya hai? We will prepare you for these things on board so that you can properly take notes, you can write down things, you can actually feel that how it is to learn, like sitting in offline batch. आपको offline batch standards मिलेंगे. Through podcasts, British history, Indians and Americans will be finished. Why? Because there are only certain things to understand. Most of the writers and books are there, so we have to read them. So first 4 units, like drama, fiction, non-fiction and all these things, they are actually to some basic points to understand, and then mostly reading the writers, reading the books, important quotations, important lines, paragraphs, publications. That will be done with pre-recorded videos, pre-recorded contents, new videos, live classes, rapid fire session. That day we did offline rapid fire because of 2 mics, sound was not clear, right? We have those rapid fires regularly in our online classes. We will complete 1 unit here, 1 unit here, right? Suppose 1 unit of British history, 1 unit of criticism completed here. We will have a rapid fire session. What is rapid fire session? I will tell you that be prepared. Tomorrow at 7 p.m. I'm going to ask questions from the topics I have taught. In that rapid fire, I will ask questions from all the topics I have taught and you have to answer. So technically, this is your practice. Why so? In English literature, students are randomly spreaded. Sometimes you don't have a group. Sometimes in your village, you are the only student studying literature. So who can check your knowledge? How can you check your preparation? So a quiz session, a regular quiz session will give you motivation to answer, will give you a motivation to work, or will also give you a motivation that you can do it. My last student, last batch student, last to last, she qualified JRF from Odisha, a small village. In her interview, she told me that, sir, I didn't even know the spelling of Chaucer. It's a video available on YouTube, you can watch it. Do you know when she qualified JRF, how she informed me? She forwarded me a video. In that video, it was a quiz session. I was taking her name. I said, Jyoti, you are a JRF material. Jyoti, you will do JRF. She forwarded me that video and then the line, sir, I have cracked JRF. So that motivation, regular quiz sessions, along with these things, we are also going to have 3 a.m. session. Approx 20 days before your exam, I will get up at 3 a.m. to teach you. And you know why? Because when your teacher is waking up early morning to teach you, what stops you? So those who feel lazy in getting up early morning, you will get a motivation that my teacher is waking up at 3 a.m. Why I do it? I can teach the same thing at 5 a.m., 7 a.m., 10 a.m. But a true leader must inspire you, must lead you from the front. And do you know, you must be thinking who will join him at 3 a.m. The record crowd is 724. Average crowd is 300. 724 से ज़्यादा का रिकॉर्ड है 3 AM सेशन का. 300 was the average crowd. 300 average crowd. And for that 3 AM session, I get up by 2:30. I wash my face, I take my cup of coffee, sit here, set the live class, and then a session starts with good morning, and then, my dear friends, let's do it. So what we study at 3 AM, my students finish it by 7 AM. उनको 4 घंटे का होमवर्क मिलता है, हाथों हाथ खत्म करते हैं. Rest of the day, and you won't believe the maximum JRFs are the people who are getting up at 3 AM. एग्जाम क्रैक करना बड़ी बात नहीं है. इट्स नॉट टफ टू क्रैक द एग्जाम. आई एम रिपीटेडली डूइंग इट. रिपीटेडली. There is a core syllabus people don't know. There is a core syllabus people don't understand. And if they know, if they understand, they don't work. They don't know how to have an approach. Yesterday, a student, she came to me and she said, "Sir, Matthew Arnold is one of the most important author for NET." I said, he is very important, but for us, he's a basic writer. She didn't understand. She was like, "Sir, he's very important. You are saying basic." I said, important and basic are two different things. I'm not saying he's not important. But we study a lot of new things. In front of those things, Arnold is nobody. Arnold is a British history author. Also the part of literary criticism. Also the basic writer for culture studies. But then I will teach you Donna Haraway. I will teach you Eva Kofsky. If we talk about the Indian references, I will be teaching you Shweta Taneja for graphic novels. नेट का पेपर कहाँ से बनता है, कहाँ से बन सकता है? We have to go there. If we have to deal with Chaucer, if we have to only teach Eliot, Auden, Yeats, anybody can read those things at home. What is the student's mistake? They think that reading British history alone with 2-3 books will solve their problems. No. Even if you mug up each and everything in British history, only last 2 exams are from British history. What about the toughest part of NET paper? What about the Rajasthan Set standard paper? Normally, British history is only 10 to 20% part. Last 2 exams, they are asking questions because they were in a hurry to finish the exams. We have to be prepared for the worst paper, toughest paper. Why are we studying together? What is the benefit of studying with Vineet Pandey? I must teach you those things which are taught in University of Delhi. My colleagues in JNU, my colleagues in Jamia. There are top professors. What we are discussing, what are the latest trends? I must teach you all those things. So that will be our strategy. One side basic literature that can compete 80% your competition. One side special literature with video classes that will actually beat the best competition that is going to face you. The best competition that can face you, like people attempting NET for last 3-4 years. Then my own students who have missed it by margin, they are brilliant people, brilliantly prepared. So if 10 to 20% students are actually going to give you tough competition and you want to win with them, we have to work on the last 4 units and in detail, in proper video lectures. That's my target. And you have seen we have given results. You know I have cracked it. I may crack it again. If I attempt the exam, obviously I will crack it. I know how to crack it. I'm going to teach you each and everything. Just like Dronacharya did to Arjun. He taught him each and everything. And as you are my Eklavya, you are far away, not in front of me. Remember, my dear friends, your regular motivation is your parents. Ask yourself, what are you doing for your parents? They have done a lot for you. Make a timetable. Remember, we have to fight a crowd who is still thinking what to read, what not. And we will be the one learning, doing, preparing far better things. Robert Browning said, "I was ever a fighter, so one fight more, the best and the last." So this is the fight we have to target. This is your complete orientation. Those who are working women, those who have duties, those who are in defense field, those who think that they cannot spare more than 3 to 4 hours. You must have seen the video of Madiha, a woman in the age of 38, 2 kids, 12 years gap, and cracked net. Even her education was not from India. If you have to repeat that history, we have hundreds of histories like that. If you have to repeat that, remember this: when you are going to the battlefield, when you are going to the exam, it's same. The battlefield and exam, it's same. Time is precious. So if you're not able to write down the notes, if you're not able to make the notes from the videos, from the podcast lectures, if you can afford, I suggest you go for notes material. It will save your time. One of my student, Anand from Rajasthan, he was working teacher, taking tuitions. He said, sir, I was hopeless. He called me. I just said, revise notes and go. You will have chances. He was dancing around. JRF was the JRF. If you can afford, you should go for it. And if you can't afford, then I must tell you, my dear friend, there is nothing biggest investment than in education. ये books दिख रही है ना पीछे, 4-5 लाख की किताबें होंगी. बहुत सारी किताबें 6-6 हज़ार की हैं, 8-8 हज़ार की हैं. So make sure when you, क्योंकि तुम्हारा competition, people those who are going to compete you are having those notes. They will not listen to anything. Nobody will listen to your excuses. History remembers those who win. I live in an area where I used to buy vegetables of 10 rupees. 1 potato, 1 tomato, 1 onion. एक टमाटर, एक प्याज, एक आलू. सुबह और शाम की सब्जी बना के खाता था. In the same area, those vegetable vendors now do this to me. So my dear friends, people respect the rising sun. Everybody salutes the rising sun. You have to fight it. T.S. Eliot said, the only need of this time is to be the best. ये modern time है, cutthroat competition है. In this cutthroat competition, you have to be the best. This is my orientation class for all of you. Thank you so much. From tomorrow onwards, we will start literary criticism through video. You will be getting the link like this. Subscribe this channel also so that you do not miss anything. Subscribe and bell icon ko press karo. All the updates will reach to you. Thank you so much. Take care. May God bless you.